G'day, Matt from AVOZ. Just going to talk to you a little bit more about the Audioflow. I had some questions come through and I wanted to address those questions so everyone had the same answers. So the first question is, why didn't I take the plastic off the front? Well, I saved that for an ASMR episode for those people who love ASMR. Here you go. Satisfying, right? Maybe, maybe not. I've got to stop laughing at my own jokes because they're really not funny. Okay, now that I've had my little chuckle at my own joke, let's get to the serious stuff. One of the questions that I was asked on email and by phone call is, what does Audioflow work with? Well, it works with lots of things. It works with some of the biggest brands out there, control systems, so Crestron, Control 4, U-Control, URC, Homey, RTI, LAN/NICE, our Rhythm Switch and Rhythm Switch Pro, which we bring in and distribute in Australia, Home Assistant / MQTT, and it even works with Siri, so you can talk directly to your iPhone or iPad. You can use your iPhone or iPad. You can use your Android phone. You can also use Alexa, install a skill and use it on Alexa, so you can just talk to it. So there's multiple different ways that you can talk to and control this. The other thing which I didn't mention the other day is it also has contact closure on the back of it. So you can have it use something like KNX and have follow me mode. So as you walk from room to room and the sensor switches it, you can have it following from room to room. So there is literally every possible combination of the way you want to control this device. It's available. So that's one of the things that I got in an email. The other question was, how much is it? So there's three different models in the range. There's a 2-speaker, a 3-speaker, and a 4-speaker. The 4-speaker, which is by far the most popular, it has the most amount of connections on the back. You can control the most amount of devices, and then you just walk it back. If you only want to control 2 or 3, you can do that as well and switch off the other inputs. That's $569 retail. That's Australian dollars. The 3-speaker is $539. And the 2-speaker is $499 Australian dollars. So one of the other questions I was asked was, okay, I can use it as a speaker comparator, but what else can it do? Well, it can do what it was originally designed for, and it was originally designed as a multi-room control. So one amplifier in, multiple speakers out. So you could use this in an existing setup if you had an amp sitting at home and it was running 2-channel audio, or even if it was 7.1. You just take the 2 front outputs, run it into this, and then your 2 front outputs come out of, say, speaker A or zone 1, and that becomes your primary listing, and you leave that set up, and that's permanently on. But say you want to take that sound from the soccer, for example, the World Cup's just been on, and you want to run that to multiple rooms of the house. Okay, you can do that. You plug in zone B, zone C, and zone D, and you run that to your outdoor, to your patio, and to your kitchen perhaps, or your al fresco area, your outdoor dining, however you want to use it. So there's multiple different ways, and you can have all of those running at the same time. So you'll notice the other day when I set it up, I set it as a one at a time mode or comparator mode. But now you'll notice that when I turn these on, I can have all of the speakers running at the same time. And again, I can name all of those speakers. So when I walk in, I say, hey, Alexa, turn on speaker 1. In this case, it might be turn on outdoor speakers. And if the skill was connected, then it would turn on those speakers for you outdoors. You can, of course, go onto your app, like I have here. And you could control it through your Crestron or your Control 4 or any of your other home control devices that you've already got. So it is designed to have one amplifier into many pairs of speakers, or multi-room, multi-zone, as well as be a really great speaker comparator. I was also asked, where's it made? So you're probably assuming, because it's electronics is made in one part of the world, you'd be wrong. This particular item was designed in London, made in Britain, constructed in Britain, and shipped from Britain. It is British made, designed and owned. So these products, they come out of London, and they are a genuine quality piece of kit. And if you need to hear that switching again for the ASMR amongst you, Those relays are something else. When you set up on a control system and you select turn off all the zones and you go click, 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 it's magic. If you're into that sort of thing. Me personally, not so much, but hey, I'm not one to judge. So the Audioflow Smart Switch really is a one-for-all device. So if you want to use it in comparative mode in your shop, you can. If you want to run multiple pairs of speakers inside your shop, you can. If you want to run in an environment like a cafe, you can do that. You can switch them on and off. It doesn't have volume control for those who asked. It is simply what goes in, what comes out. There is zero signal path degradation. There is no interference in the pathway at all. It's all switched via relays. Of course, the more devices you switch on, you'll change the impedance, so you'll change the volume levels by how much impedance is going through this. It's not an impedance match switcher. It doesn't interfere with the signal. There's no diodes in there. There's nothing. It's just relays. So, but if you run, A and B together, then and you're running 8 ohm speakers, then that'll be running at 4 ohms, for example. So it runs a combination of series and parallel throughout the unit, which we can explain to you if you decide to go down the path of using it. It is a smart control. It does run more zones in your house, and it is used for taking one system to multiple places. So one amplifier to multiple pairs of speakers, up to 4 pairs of speakers, 3 pairs of speakers, or 2 pairs of speakers, depending on the unit you buy, and anywhere from $499 through to 569 Australian dollars. We've got these ready to go now. They are here. They've been around now for a few years, we've got them in Australia and New Zealand. If you'd like to get your hands on one, just reach out to us, the team at AVOZ, you can find them on our website at www.avoz.com.au and all good hi-fi retailers around Australia and New Zealand.